Hey family.
Welcome to the Wildflowers podcast. Real quick, we've recorded 2 podcast episodes virtually, and they both just disappear into space, into internet space. So I'm here in person. So we're just gonna do it this way, and honestly, this is a whole other message that just kind of came to be
it manifested today,
an hour ago, literally.
Yeah.
And there's just no time to wait. So now we're here, and we just kind of want to talk about a few things. You have anything to say?
I think we just jump right into what we're going to discuss.
Okay, let's jump right in. So today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And we're posting it now, so literally it's my birthday today. And I got I really don't mean to laugh when I read this. So I got a message from a family member today on my birthday. That is a very ugly message, and honestly it's not even regarding my birthday at all.
No.
But I had a conversation with this family member last year on my birthday, and it was kind of the same thing. This time I feel like it's definitely more harsh. I don't know. Last year it was pretty bad, but this time I really feel like there was an extra sting there. And I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It just...
Doesn't it just seem like a little bit of a little extra today?
Yeah, it definitely seems more violence. Verbally violent.
Okay, yeah. I mean, last year when I was having a conversation, I literally was just trying to have a conversation with this family member. But from the jump, I could tell they weren't wanting to have a discussion. They were wanting to more so have a debate. And I'm not here to debate. And just so you have some context, it's about Jesus and about just my faith and, what I believe in and whatnot. So yeah, this is what that's regarding.
And it all started from a post that was just reshared.
Yeah, that I reshared today.
That was a very nice post, but we'll get into more of that as we read through the text that we received. And we're still debating whether we should post it without who she is. We wouldn't say who it is or anything like that. But I just think people need to see how we as real Jesus followers, for just speaking the truth.
Yeah.
How people don't like the truth.
Yeah. And
we get attacked. And this is attacking Ramsey and I. It's not the first time. She's actually came after me before as well.
Yeah.
But,
it's okay.
Who cares?
Okay.
we're still gonna be honest. We're still gonna share the truth.
Absolutely.
We were just talking over the birthday dinner that if we're gonna be hated, I'd rather be hated because I love and follow Jesus than for anything else. So it's okay. But we really just kind of wanted to go through what was said
and break down some things scripturally, but also I just have kind of my own thoughts on it. So I just kind of want to share that as well. If you haven't, whatever. Okay. So this family member did break it down in paragraphs. So we're just going to go paragraph to paragraph. And starting with your post about gay people has to be some sort of sick effing joke. What the actual F is wrong with y'all, bruh?
So first of all,
I didn't know if you want to.
We can all have our opinion, right?
Absolutely.
They can have their opinion. And so this specific person we actually unfollowed on all social media platforms because we just didn't want to see. And, and they don't follow us either. but they follow us. You know, they come look at our stuff, but they don't follow us, which is totally fine.
You're stalking us, and that is fine.
That is fine.
I stalk some people sometimes too.
You know,
we all do it.
Who cares, right?
Yeah.
But don't follow us if you don't like what we post. Quit looking.
Right.
Just like it was better for me not to follow this person because I was sick of seeing the same crap. Then I say, you know what? It's just better for my mental health that I don't see the foolishness that you believe.
Yeah.
You know, so, but that's the problem right now, and this is all over. But people are either, it's my way or no way. We can't have civil conversations. We can't agree to disagree.
Yeah.
It's like nobody, and then, you know, we have several family members who don't talk to us anymore.
Yeah.
And, you know, but it's like, because you don't agree, they think that has to do with love. So because I don't agree with you, that means I can't share love with you anymore. And that's bullcrap. You know, I can love you. Just because I don't agree with what you do doesn't mean I don't love you.
Right.
I've never shown anything different. But that's how people are. Well, since we don't agree, and because you like somebody I don't like, or you agree with something I don't agree with, then I can't love you anymore.
Right.
Which is so immature.
Okay, so we're gonna go down to the next one. I wish so badly y'all would have never started. I'm just gonna substitute some words. So I'm really sorry for like the language. Like this was what was said, so you could probably substitute on your own. But anyway, I wish so badly y'all would have never started penis writing all the Jesus BS, because I truly loved all of y'all to the end of eternity, and I'm now an abomination for who I love. Okay, so I just want to clarify, these words never came out of my mouth that this person was an abomination. I've never actually used that word towards anyone. But we were like, where did this person get that? Like, we never said that to her, but she got it from scripture.
Yeah, and I don't believe that we've ever actually had a gay conversation with this person. Like, we have never had a conversation how we feel about this, ever. Yeah. So this is all of some assumptions from a post that was reshared, that the post it didn't even say anything about an abomination in the post. It was a very nice post, actually. So abomination is obviously in the Bible multiple times, in the Old and the New Testament. And it does specify that sexual immorality is an abomination. So whether she got it out of scripture or somebody quoted it to her and said, you're an abomination if you live in this lifestyle, we've never said that.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm quoting scripture and that's what it said, that's what I would say. But if I'm not quoting the scripture and I'm just having a conversation about it, I don't even think abomination would have actually even been in my vocabulary.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
I've never used that before. But okay, so the scripture she got that from was Leviticus.
There's the Old Testament's Leviticus.
Yeah.
The New Testament is in Revelation and Romans.
Yeah. That uses that word specifically.
And there's a couple in the Old Testament, but Leviticus is the one that sticks out right now.
But also, I just want to say too, please just go read the context of all of that, because yes, it did talk about homosexuality along with so many other things, and I just think we're not targeting the gay people. Once again, that sin is, we all sin, and God sees all of it equal. So whether you're doing that or
it basically
fornicating or whatever the case may be,
anything that's detestable to God is an abomination.
Okay, your religion. Oh,
sorry, y'all. We got the dogs over here.
Lily.
And today's Lily's birthday too, so she's acting extra special.
And why is she on my stuff?
Oh God. Okay. All right, we'll just keep going.
Okay. Lily, sit down.
Sit.
Okay.
All right.
This is Lily. Welcome to the pod. Okay.
Gosh.
Okay. Your quote-unquote religion is just straight up effing hateful and disgusting. People like you are the reason I effing hate religion. You and your mother turned me into an atheist. So honestly, when I first read that was actually really sad. Like, I hate that she said that about us, like that we turned her into an atheist.
Yeah.
But I totally recall, and I remember, like, the Lord was helping me have this conversation with her 1 year ago today. I vividly remember I spoke to her with, like, so much love and knowledge and wisdom. Like, with every response I had for her, it literally was like, I remember it came from God. I was like, God, I'm having a great conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't, like, trying to say I was proud of myself. I was like, wow, I really feel like I answered her questions from a biblical standpoint, and with love and with wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because I remember some of her questions were like, you know, if God is real and stuff, why is there cancer? And I remember I answered that question, and that I was just kind of like, I answered that well. So I personally feel like I delivered like how Jesus would. Yeah. You know, and I know you did as well, because you had a conversation with her. How long ago after that?
I don't know.
I think it wasn't too long.
Maybe a couple months, maybe. Yeah. Our conversation was about abortion specifically.
Yeah.
And all I said was that he created us before we were in the womb. I sent her that scripture because she was talking about abortions. And it just started, and that's all I said. I said, just look at it from a different perspective.
Right.
That's all I said, is look at it from this way, what God said. And then she had told me that Jesus was a fairy tale. He wasn't real. So she already had that idea that he wasn't real before I even said anything to her. So it wasn't me and you that turned her into atheist.
No.
She already had that mindset. That mindset that Jesus was not real. So
that's not on.
Did she take it? But, you know, she also never can take accountability either.
No.
She's always putting the blame on somebody else. So that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, and to continue, and how can you say Jesus makes everyone quote unquote perfect and whatnot, but y'all's faces are so plastic they won't move?
Okay, so first of all, I take that as a compliment.
Okay, and wait, and second, I second that, because
like I really
tell
hard.
Mom, I literally tell Mom, I'm like, put Botox where I can't move, and I'm not moving, and honestly, I'm totally fine with that.
I just had Botox the other day, so I'm not moving. I'm far from plastic. Actually, I wish I looked more plastic. And it's not because I don't think that God
made you beautiful and perfect.
Not good. That's not it.
That's not it
at all. At all. But so I kind of took that as a compliment / kind of a dig. So I get it. I get it
for sure.
But if you think I look plastic, thank you. Thank you.
But and just to kind of expand on that, you know, I think I brought up the whole like hair thing. Like, why do you color your hair? The Lord gave you brown hair. Why are you blonde?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we can go on and on about that. And I don't think the Lord dislikes you getting things done. I think he finds that fun and creative.
Yeah.
Now, when you're trying to change yourself, like transgender and all that, that's different, because you're trying to change the anatomy of your body. And in Psalms, it says that God knitted you together in your mother's womb. And then it also in Psalms, it's like, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes. And if God convicted me and said, Jessica, quit doing Botox and filler, I would 100% stop. But I've not been convicted of that.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think you'd be having a business if you got convicted. And if he did tell you that, you'd probably shut down the business.
I'd have to shut down the business, because I couldn't do it with other people.
No.
You know? And I've always stated, if God ever tells me to not have the business, I will not have the business.
Yeah. Okay, so we just wanted to touch on that one.
Yeah.
Continuing. Let's be so effing for real. You make me want to get pregnant just to abort it. Now, I have a lot to say about this one, but I don't want to get into all of it right now. But, you know, that's awful, you know. And the thing is that she says that, but I've seen so many people say that.
Oh, yeah, it's not just her.
That's not just one people say that all the time. Like, oh, well, I'm just going to abort it. Like, you know, I'm going to get pregnant
to abort it, too. Like, intentionally.
Like, they will go and impregnate themselves just
so they can say, just because it's like a kick to the people who are pro-life.
But it's like, that's doing so much damage to you when, you know, you tell someone that and they're like, no, it's not. And it's like, it is spiritually for sure, because, you know, like I said, we can get into another time, but like that's doing something in your spirit, but also like really physically that takes a toll on your body,
and then you keep doing it, and then you want to have a baby for real, and then you can't get pregnant.
Yeah, so I think that's just an awful statement. That's horrible.
That's awful that people would say, oh, let me get pregnant with a human life
just to go kill the human life
because I don't like you.
And I definitely stand on the saying, like, abortion is murder.
It is
abortion is murder. You are murdering a child in your womb.
Well, and it's like, you know, and I don't know if we talked about this on the abortion pod that we did, but, you know, and I just seen it not long ago. Somebody said, so if you're pregnant and the baby's not a human, okay, if people are saying that you can abort the baby all the way up till it's born, then why, when somebody murders you when you're pregnant,
you get double homicide?
It's a double homicide. You murder two people. Why?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
If you're trying to say that's not a real person, then why do you get charged with murder?
Yeah. And that's a good, and once again, abortion's just, it's a dissecting topic, but I think it starts there, right? Like when you hear the abortion debates, one thing I've learned is ask the person first, what species is the fetus? If you don't believe it's a human, it's kind of like, okay, you know, if you believe in aborting it, that's fine, because you obviously don't believe it's a human. We can go into science, but some people are like, no, it's a parasite, it's a couple cells. So it's like, if you really believe that, what are you gonna do? You know, but the whole double homicide is real. Okay, anyways, I don't know which cult y'all are in, but it's effing vile, all of it. I'll take my happy lesbian liberal pro-choice butt the F away from anything that has to do with you.
Well, here we are in a cult again. Probably the Word of Faith. That's local. I don't even know anything about them to even talk about them. But anyway, I really don't. I just know that there's people say that, and I'm like, do you even know? But anyway, I'm okay with being in the Jesus cult. I really am. So if that's what you want to think.
Last year when she said the whole cult, Word of Faith, and all the things, she kind of makes it sound like we're the small group of people, but we're not.
No.
You know what I mean? There's millions of Christians all over the world.
Yes.
So it's like, if you think I'm weird, you have to think majority. I mean, I don't even know if I want to say majority, but there's so many of us.
So many people.
So it's like, we're all weird. We're all in a cult. We were having some technical difficulties. The devil doesn't want us out. Anyways, so the text goes on to read, oh, and your husband looks like a dyke. So, I know, we just did this.
Oh, gosh.
But anyways, my little sister was like, what's a dyke? And I'm like, oh, like it's a woman who looks and dresses like a man.
And it's probably so confusing.
She looked at me like with such confusion, and I looked at her back like, you know what, I'm kind of confused too. Because it's like, you're telling me my man looks like a dyke?
Well, you're telling me that my man looks like a man.
Like, of course.
So it's good he looks like a man. And don't talk about my husband.
Yeah, you don't talk about other people's husbands. No. And she doesn't even know him. Like, she was not involved in my life. So it's like, you don't really have any right to talk about anyone's spouse, whether you know them or not. But keep this between you and I. Don't involve him.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to throw some hands. Okay. Jesus flipped tables. Anyways, you're literally in a state of psychosis. So psychosis is, by definition, and we're not going to get into the whole mental health thing today, because really psychosis is
a demon
or legions, by that matter, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to read you the definition though. A condition where a person experiences a loss of contact with reality, characterized by symptoms like hallucinations, seeing or hearing things others don't, delusions, false beliefs, and disorganized thinking or speech. Once again, that's a very demonic thing. Schizophrenia is demonic. It's demons. This is
demonic.
So, I mean, anyways. And then to top it off with the cherry, we say, get well soon, bastard. Mom, what's a bastard?
So, now I don't know if there's a technical definition, but a bastard has always been said to be as a child born out of wedlock.
And that's what it says on Google. Parents who are not married.
So if we're going to get technical, there's lots of us that would be considered that because we were born to parents that were not married.
Right. And you don't want to use that verbiage anyways, but that is, I guess, the technical definition. And this person is one themselves, if we want to be quite frank. So
so you still go around, because people don't go around calling people that because they're born out of wedlock anymore. People say that now just because it's a bad word,
right?
Instead of one word, they use that word. So it's just not a good word.
But we just really wanted to we just wanted to share this message. And granted, this isn't a third of how bad it is for Christians. Mm-hmm. But, people get comments like this, messages like this, and far worse. Sometimes it's literally physical, which we'll talk about in another pod because we've been trying to talk about it forever. But it's just sad. So we just wanted to share that and kind of break down some things as well with you guys, biblically speaking.
Yeah. So, but that is that. We will do another podcast soon to talk about all the other things we've tried to talk about.
Yeah.
But just pray for Nigeria as they're under persecution for their beliefs, and the Congo and a lot of other places are coming out now with the same issues. Just pray for their protection.
Yep.
And just keep everyone in prayer, because the spiritual warfare is real. It's getting worse.
These demons are not happy.
They're not happy, and we got to be ready. Got to stay prayed up. Got to stay ready. And I'm happy. I hate that this text had to come out, but I'm kind of happy it came out. And I say that because sometimes we have to have a reminder of where things are. Does that make sense? If you're, maybe things seem too good right now, right? And something like this almost has to happen to keep you back on your game. So you know what? Don't get too complacent. I got to get back on my game. So,
hit them with that being Bible.
Said,
not literally.
That just literally makes me want to go back. And this person is on my prayer list. I pray for this person every single day that they will find God. And I will continue to do that. And that's what I'm going to continue to pray for everyone that's on my list. And I add more and more people every day.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.